I think I wanna know ya, yeah, what?
Hey, what's up, mother lovers? It's the 31st edition of Longtime First Time Movie Reviews. We review movies maybe for the first time ever, but at the very least, it's for the first time in a long time, because they're all older movies, at least a year old. That's JPO here, joined by the Chicken Man. Brandon, how are you doing?
Excuse me, give me a second, please. I'm just finishing up some business.
Son of a bitch.
Hello.
No, too late. No, we'll pass you.
I don't have business.
How you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
You have to explain the bids. I didn't know it was a bid. I just thought you mean me.
The Chicken Man is sad.
But hey, if you want to join me, the Chicken Man and the Tato, there's a link down below. You can copy and paste that. It's also in the comment section, starting right now.
Right now.
There we go.
Come on in.
All right.
Water's fine.
Yeah.
Come talk about some shit with us. If you just watched, some random ass movie like The First Puss in Boots, we want to hear about it. If you watched Over the Hedge, we want to hear about it.
Yeah.
If you watch the Angry Birds movie 2, we want to hear about it.
But if you watch Kung Fu Panda
I gotta
4,
get to that.
shut the fuck up. We don't care.
I saw Sinners. Can I talk about it? Go fuck yourself.
Nope. I just did too, like an hour ago. I can't talk about it.
How was it? La 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 la.
No. Against the rules. I followed the rules.
Want to blink how many stars it was?
Cheater! How to do a half a wink. All right, Brandon, what'd you see this week?
I watched two things again. I've been doing that two thing. You've been doing a long time first time. I got two first times this week actually. And I kind of previewed this beforehand with Jordan. I've never hated a movie that I liked so much before. I watched 1986's The Money Pit, starring a very, very young Thomas Nicholas Hanks. I don't know what his real name is. We're not on that show. Tom Hanks and Shelley Long buy a house, and it's like $1 million house. This is the 80s. It's $1 million house, so it's a mansion. And they buy it for like $20,000. And as soon as they buy it, everything starts going to shit. Everything starts falling apart, and hilarity ensues. I really, really, really loved the first 3/4 of this movie when they're watching it. The first 3/4 of the movie is basically just like a Looney Tunes skit of just kind of a cartoon with Tom Hanks being so silly and so goofy. That laugh he did when the bathtub falls through made me die laughing. It's super silly, it's super goofy, but it's just funny, and actually it's pretty like shockingly well made. The effects in this movie are awesome. I thought the effects in this movie, like seeing everything, all the practical effects of stuff falling, stuff exploding, stuff falling, burning down, falling over, all that stuff, the stunts, I thought were great. I loved my time watching this, and the entire time I was like, is this a 3.5? Is this a 4? I don't know where I'm gonna be, but there's a lot of weird shit in this movie that I did not like. They loan the money from like one of his clients, who's just like this kid that they kind of don't really explain where he got the money from. That was kind of weird. Joe Mantegna shows up as like the carpenter in the beginning and like assaults Shelley Long, and then they're like, "You're hired," and then they don't really ever like talk about that again. Joe Mantegna's brother shows up as a plumber, and he shows up with the rest of his plumber buddies, and they're like a motorcycle gang. That was fucking weird. But the way this movie wrapped up really pissed me off. Like, she quote, and the spoiler alert if you haven't seen 86's Money Pit, I
haven't seen it in a while.
She has an ex-husband, and she gets drunk, and then she wakes up next to him and thinks she sleeps with him. Then she lies to Tom Hanks, and he's like, "You're hiding something from me. You can tell me anything. I love you." Then she tells him, "I slept with my ex-husband," and he gets mad. So then she gets so pissed at him that she kicks him out of his own house because she slept with the husband or the ex-husband. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Women will do that.
And then like the movie wraps up with her going like she finds out that she actually didn't sleep with him. She slept on the couch, and she's like, "I didn't sleep with him." It's like, I'm okay that you didn't because now I know that I really love you. What the fuck? Like, this is a stupid wrap.
We lost you.
Oh, it's just a stupid wrap up. The way that he's just like, "I didn't actually sleep with him. He lied to me about that." It's like, oh, okay. Cool. Let's just live in this house now together and live happily ever after. So, like I said, I loved the first half of this movie. That was very, very funny, and I enjoyed my time with it. But the last 15 minutes pissed me off so much that I can't give us anything more than 3 stars. Still enjoy this movie a lot, but yeah, I was just like, this is bullshit. She's getting mad at. Yeah, he said I wouldn't get mad at you. Then he got mad at her. I get that, but like, come on, you're the one that quote unquote cheated on the first place. So, fuck you, bitch. Sorry. Shelley
Yeah,
Long was
just like
super annoying.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Just let him throw the party, bitch. Jesus.
The only other thing I know Shelley Long from is Modern Family, where she also does this like gaslighting bullshit. So, it's good at that.
You just hate Shelley Long now.
Yeah, fuck Shelley Long.
You said I was higher. I can't be much higher. I'm probably at what, 3.5? I'm not at
You're
4.
3.5. Yeah, you're 3.5.
Okay, I was gonna say that tracks for me. It's been a very long time. This is one of those ones I saw pretty early on, with the folks, hey, Tom Hanks is funny. Let's watch this. I don't know who I was. This is my family just now. It's my weird uncle that we don't talk to.
Is your family 1920s like news reporters?
Yeah, see? Yeah, I got Tom Hanks on the paper. Ted, have you ever seen The Money Pit?
I have not.
Brian, ever seen The Money Pit?
I recommend it.
No, I have not. You.
It's fun seeing Tom Hanks do this type of like younger, goofy shit.
Well, we go from one person that is universally loved from Tom Hanks to another person that is universally loved. Who the fuck doesn't love Tom Hanks?
Me?
Why the fuck don't you love Tom Hanks?
We've had this discussion many times. Anyway.
And I'm sure I've complimented Brendan's t-shirt a lot. I forgot, all right? I think between sleep apnea, weed, and wrestling, there's a lot of things I don't remember. Why don't you like Tom Hanks?
We'll talk about that later. That's not friendly.
No!
This is the show.
Oh, what? Okay, well, all right, fine. We'll talk off air.
Yeah.
What? What?
He did something personally to him.
Breathe, Jordan. The one person that is mostly beloved by everyone, to another person that is totally beloved by everybody, it's Ben Affleck time. It's the accountant time. It's not the first one, not the second one, because if you talk about the second one, we don't care. But it's the first time in a long time that I did revisit the first one here to kind of prep for the second one. I'm very excited about it. Kind of almost saw it today, but I'm going to save it for next week because I was doing some catch up. Because I didn't go to movies last week. I watched a lot of wrestling. Ben a lot. Not enough, too. There's still shows I didn't see that I wish I had seen. I think Ben Affleck is great as this. This is directed by Gavin O'Connor, I want to say, who they would then reteam for The Way Back. So they actually have a pretty good rapport, and it's also the same director as Warrior and Miracle, too. So a good track record so far for Gavin O'Connor. Ben Affleck, he's a math savant, but, was it neurodynamic or so, he's very much just, in his own mind and, has this very particular way of doing things. But then there's also a way more sinister plot at fold here for him. You get a little bit of J.K. Simmons, John Bernthal, good relationship between him and Anna Kendrick that I think walks a very fine line that I enjoyed a lot. Just good intrigue, mystique going on in this film here. It holds up too on a rewatch. If you haven't seen it in a while, I do recommend even a rewatch because, I think it's fun to kind of revisit this world again, unless you're better than me and remember very specific plot details. Because after 10 years, I totally forgot most of it. But I enjoyed my second watch here. I think it's worth checking out. Again, Brendan, have you revisited Accountant ever? Because I gave it 4 stars.
If you remember, you'll remember my shirt. I talked about this movie back on March.
Oh, that's why the trailer said I watched the trailer recently.
Yeah, I watched this for the first time a couple weeks ago. I gave it 3.5 stars looking at it now. I remember I really liked part of it. I actually didn't like the J.K. Simmons kind of like that aspect of it. I don't know. It just kind of
Really?
I didn't feel like the intrigue of like the cat and mouse game didn't feel like it was like fully there for me. But I loved the Ben Affleck action stuff, and always loved John Bernthal and anything. So the second one looks like a completely different movie, but I'm kind of here for it. It looks like a weird kind of looks like a straight to DVD action movie starring Ben Affleck and John Bernthal.
Whoa.
But I'm kind of here for it.
How dare you?
It doesn't look like a different vibe. It looks like a different vibe. It looks like it doesn't look like it's like it looks more actiony, like full on action.
A little bit. No, I know there's also some more, maybe slightly more humor in it as well at times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do look forward to it. Tate, ever seen The Accountant with our boy Ben?
I have not. That one I might get to.
Ryan, ever seen The Accountant?
Yes, I have. I love The Accountant. I gave it a 1-star over you, JP. I gave 5 stars. I love this movie a lot.
Goddamn.
All right.
Big Accountant fan. Probably reminds him of you. Tato, what have you seen this week? You said you got a big one for us. Are you saving that or are you opening up with that?
I'm gonna save it. I got 2. The first of 2 is actually a relatively large one, for other reasons, but not as big or fancy or impressive. But I've got a Sandler whole fill and the final Sandler Barrymore whole fill. I finally got to 51st Dates 21 years later.
Okay. Weird. Okay, sorry.
Well, I mean, I did Blended on this show as well, so come on, JP.
I know, but why did you jump to Blended though?
Well, because 51st Dates wasn't on Netflix at the time, or something like that.
Fair
Just
enough.
gotta blend it up,
Anyway, this movie is pretty fucking fantastic. Obviously, I've seen a lot of it throughout the kind of bits and pieces as you absorb shit of the day. Didn't really know about this concept of it, where fucking Sandler's this kind of character where he's always leaving women, so it she's perfect for him, as it were. Their chemistry is fucking unmatched. I will take their chemistry over anyone. Like, if we're on a movie battleground and you ask me that question, give me Sandler Barrymore all day. It is absurd how magical they are together. So even though this is a tier below Wedding Singer for me, maybe even half a tier, because it is better than Blended. I can't quite figure out the difference between Blended, 51st Dates, and Wedding Singer. It's a very similar gap, I would say, and I don't know quite what that range is. I don't hate Blended that much, though, is the thing. Just because, again, their chemistry is so good that even in a bad movie, it's a good movie.
Fair enough.
That's where
Interesting.
that lands. It's not like I don't recognize that Blended is the worst of the 3, but
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Okay.
yeah. It's Singer, 51st Dates, Blended, but I fucking love Wedding Singer too, though. So, but yeah, just absolutely charming. Roy Scheider, fucking, he's on a boat. He's fucking with sharks. He might as well be Roy Scheider in this fucking movie. Rob Schneider doing Rob Schneider things. I always think fucking Blake Nelson, is it? Or what's his name?
Blake Clark.
Yeah,
Blake Clark. I always kill him off in my head because I saw him die in Boy Meets World.
World?
So, yeah, so I always think the actor is dead too. I've had him dead in my head for 20 fucking years. Even though he is absolutely still kicking it. So he's really good here. He is, I can call it pigeonholing if you want. He is an excellent father character. And of course, I cannot go without mentioning Sean Astin, who is fucking hilarious as Doug. I also appreciate the Callahan, Ohio, fucking Dan Aykroyd. So, yeah, fucking the Tommy Boy tie-in. That's a good little nod there. But yeah, pretty fantastic flick. I think I have 4. I think I went 4.5 here. It is right on that 89% border.
Yeah, this movie is super charming, man. It really is. It holds up too. I watched this. I think it was maybe beginning of last year, as in like the first movie of the year, because I'm not superstitious, but I like to start off like on a good note, and it was just a movie that like came to my mind and heart, and it's still just their chemistry is off the charts. Their little meet cute with the waffles, and the car pulls out, they're both dancing. It's even the sad moments in the rain. I'm pretty sure that's why during one of my shitty scripts I wrote this sad moment takes place in the rain because you got to have rain to be sad. I love him on the boat singing "What It'd Be Nice." Yeah, this is just it's funny, it's charming. It's got a unique setup too. Like there is that obviously that side, not side story, but the story of the fact that she forgets every day. So there is it's also a little unique too. On top of everything for rom-com, which I enjoy. So I think on Letterboxd, funny enough, I have it at 3.5, but based on how much I enjoyed and watched it, it's more of a 4-star. Brandon.
Yeah, I just rewatched this recently too, and it's a super likable, super charming, super cutesy movie that everybody can enjoy. The men can enjoy for the comedies, women can enjoy it for the romance and the 311 soundtrack. It's got everything. So yeah, this is not one I revisit all the time. Not one of my favorite Sandlers, because I hate love. But I still really like this movie. Like in that 3.5 range too.
Brian, you hate Sandler. I don't know. Did you ever bother getting to this?
I loved it. I do enjoy this movie. It's ranked at number 10 for me for my Sandler ranking. I do enjoy the side characters, whether it's the restaurant people with maybe hit on the waitress or like the parents, Lucy's parents, and I do love Walt Schneider in this film, so I gave it 4 stars.
Yeah, I'm wondering. We'll see. Now that you said your ranking, I gotta figure out my ranking. Let's see. I got 51st banging in at number 8. So yeah, okay. I'm a big fan.
Wow.
All right, Brian. What else? What did you see this week, Brian?
Yeah, have a treat for you. I'll save my big one for the end. My first one is what I watched for 1995 series, Leaving Las Vegas, with Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I was late to this movie. I first checked it on Tubi. And
obviously.
Yeah, I actually love this movie a lot. It's a hard watch, but Nicolas Cage is giving a great performance. The guy got the Oscar for it. His chemistry with Libby Shu is good. And I gave it 4 stars for this movie. It's a decent story.
Yeah, no, pretty much on the same cusp as you. Yeah, no, Nicolas Cage, we're willing to jerk himself to death here, but he's so good in it. I just said the Oscar-winning performance as well here. So not a big rewatch, but a great one-time watch for sure. Brandon, where you got Leaving Las Vegas in?
I've not seen this one. I'm still, with Face Off and everything, I'm working my way through, earlier Cage, good Cage. Not like I like crazy late Cage too, and I love the Jeopardy categories where the host does Nicolas Cage impressions while doing the quotes. Big fan of that. So if anybody's listening to that, keep doing that. But yeah, have not seen this one, but want to see this one because I want to make my way through. When people say like Nicolas Cage sucks, I want to be able to be like, no, he doesn't. You suck. Check out Leaving Las Vegas. So I definitely want to watch this at some point.
Thank God you're a co-host, because I would have totally taken you off screen. That took forever to say I haven't seen. Tato, have you seen?
This is what the show is.
I have not.
The guests in the reviews take your time, but I haven't seen shouldn't take 4.5 minutes too.
Sure, that wasn't 4.5 minutes.
Felt like it to me.
Commentary. That's what I'm here for. Okay, I'm a commentator. I'm gonna go. Yes, I haven't. No, I haven't seen this. Sorry, keep moving. Right? Conversation over. Lame.
All right, stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me.
No.
Tato said he hadn't seen it.
Yeah, he said I haven't seen it, I believe.
All right. Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
Brandon, what else did you see? Slacker with 2.
Well, since I'm mad at Jordan, let's go back to last week when I was really mad at Jordan because I mentioned on a one of our wrestling little chats that we were having that I was reading Misery. And Jordan said something, said spoiler alert, and he said something, and I got pissed because he ruined it for me. He goes, you haven't seen the movie? I said, no, I'm reading the book. And I was really mad at him for a little bit, but then, honestly, the book is so good, and I'll get into that in a second, that I didn't care. But then, actually, I was actually wrong at what I thought you were saying. I thought you were being sarcastic when you said, spoiler alert, he totally walks out at the end. I was like, well, now I know he doesn't. But then,
I mind fucked you.
Yeah, you like double mind inception to me. So yeah, I watched Misery yesterday for the first time after finishing the novel by Stephen King, as the trailer tells me. And yeah, this movie is really good. This movie is a great story written by Stephen King with some great performances. Obviously, anchored by Kathy Bates, who is amazing as Annie Wilkes, as terrifying as Annie Wilkes. James Caan kind of plays, an understated role here, kind of stays calm and level-headed throughout this whole, disaster that is going through him. But yeah, I thought this was really, really good. I won't get too much into like comparing it to this. I do think this is a lot better. I don't want to be that guy that books
nerd.
It just does a lot of things that I think work better or more, kind of a lot more thrilling. For example, in this one, they have a storyline where the cop is investigating his disappearance the whole time. You actually don't know that in the book. You kind of just think like no one's looking for him. His car's just out there. You have no idea what's going on until they finally come. So that's a little bit more thrilling there. But I do think that there was a lot of things that were done well in this. Seeing her explode, seeing him, kind of like start to like, I love you, Annie. I love you so much. And like seeing that, I think is a little better in here. It's not as over the top as the book is. The book actually is crazier. She straight up just chops his foot off in the book. So I thought this being a little more grounded was actually a little bit nicer. It's a little more realistic. So that was nice to see. So again, I think the book is a 5-star read. I think the movie is a 4-star watch. So I still really, really enjoy both of them. They have a couple things differently. It's different enough that I still enjoyed it. I do wish I waited a bit. I would recommend maybe reading a book and then watching it literally 5 minutes after you finish it. Isn't the best because it's really hard to like turn off that brain and then turn off the movie brain. But again, like I said, 5-star book, 4-star movie. So still really, really solid.
I solved the problem. Just don't read. But yeah, no, I think this movie is really good just based on really the two core performances here. Because of Kathy Bates, I'm probably at about a 3.5. I do enjoy it as well. Chato, Misery.
Yeah. This is definitely. I mean, I'll definitely echo what Brandon said. Kathy Bates, absolutely fucking terrifying. Used to have legit nightmares about it. So that's, if you're a horror movie and you're literally nightmare inducing, that's kind of a good thing. Horror thriller, whatever you want to call it. That hobbling scene is just vicious, man. Khan really good here. Like Brandon said, understated role. But yeah, just really, really dope picture. Don't have too much to add about it. Fantastic. Probably 4 stars for me too.
Ryan Shabadoo.
Yeah, echo what Taylor and Ben said. I haven't read the book, but I love the movie. It's a 4-star for me. Yeah, if this movie wouldn't work without Kathy Bates, she steals the movie. She steals the movie. It's very terrifying. And yeah, 4 stars for me.
I think Meryl Streep would have done fine. My next movie that everyone will not have seen, The Royal Hotel, is something that I checked out recently here. I was about to share the Letterboxd page. Wait, did I bring it up? Oh, shit. I didn't bring up the trailer. Vamp for me.
So The Royal Hotel, 2023 movie. A fun adventure is all they wanted. After running out of money while backpacking in a tiny male-dominated town in the Australian outback, 2 friends resort to a working holiday at the Royal Hotel. When the locals' behaviors start crossing the line, the girls find themselves trapped in an unnerving situation that grows rapidly out of their control. Take it away, Jordan.
Yeah, so these are about 2 girls. They come across some money woes, and because of that, they have to work at this Australian bar, and things just slowly escalate from that here. Definitely at first, it's a bit of a slow burn here. You're not quite sure. There's, of course, the one nice guy, but he's a little too nice, and there's the evil guy, but maybe the evil guy's nice. I don't know. Up to you to figure it out. Hugo Weaving, for once, is actually one of the good guys. He's kind of the bar owner that looks after them for a while here, but then he gets taken out of the picture. at some point, and so then it really is just them looking over this bar with, again, maybe some shady individuals around them. At parts I was taking out just because it is a slow burn, but you're still definitely invested. A good relationship between Julia Garner, who I fell in love with from Ozark, as well as Jessica Henwick, and then also some of the locals too that are there. Like I say, there's some relationships that you don't necessarily know exactly where it's going. And I think it does kind of nail the ending too, as well, to a degree here. So while it didn't hold me completely, it helped me enough to give it a recommendation. 3 stars for the Royal Hotel here, and we'll just go quickly. Brandon?
No. Happy?
No.
Happy?
No, keep going.
No. Haven't seen this.
All right.
Maybe I'll check it out. Probably not.
I think Tato already said no. Did Tato, you already say no? And Brian.
Nope.
All right, Tato, what else you see this week?
Alrighty, it is that time. I've got the big reveal. So I've got story to do. Nowadays, it's pretty well known that I have a bunch of fucking movies that I haven't seen that I shouldn't have, or that I should have. Like, obviously, that's kind of part of this show. It's a delay. Back in the day when I first entered the community, I was a lot more guarded and hesitant to admit that, like, there are movies that I should have seen that I hadn't. I thought, like, you know, I was kind of scared that y'all would kick me out of the community and shit like that. Really early on. And it'll come around why my fears are, maybe actually relevant there. And this is, so, for many reasons, should have seen it, stoner classic, and I never admitted that I never saw this movie. I've acted as though I've seen this movie many a time. So on 4/20, for the first time ever, I watched, yes, Clerks.
So confused for a second.
No, not at all. The Big Lebowski.
Okay.
Wow.
I've never seen it. I've written many a dope trivia question about it for obvious reasons over the years. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those ones that I never actually came out and admit I had never seen it. So I figured now would be a great time, now that there's no one in the community who has this as their
No,
favorite
no one's going to get that mad.
or anything like that. So yeah, with that said, fantastic fucking performance from Jeff Bridges here. Like, definitely the a quintessential movie stoner for a reason. You know, the cameos and Flea is funny here. Buscemi, Goodman, fantastic. Sam Elliott is obviously a joy, even that, like, showing up for a brief second. Philip Seymour Hoffman. I'm just naming the cast and saying they did good because they all did. Sorry. But yeah, really good here. 4 stars, just bits and pieces. I don't get, like, upon seeing it, I don't really get why it's Henry's favorite movie, other than there's feet shots like a Tarantino flick here. Like, from that scene right there, okay, I get it. Fucking feet, dick sucking, I get it. That's a big Henry thing. But yeah, just lots of funny beats. I don't really have too much to say about it. Sorry. Like, there's more of a build up towards having seen the movie than what I actually thought about it. Oh, of course, fucking John Turturro. And then I will also add that it is funny that it took me moving to Moorhead, where Bunny Lebowski is from, until I saw this movie. So that's a little Fargo Moorhead joke from the Coens there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on 4 stars. Yeah, if this is your favorite movie, that's weird. I don't get you as a human being. But I probably there's other reasons I don't get you as a human being either. But it's a fun movie though. It's worthy 4 stars. It's definitely worth checking out. I actually was very late to the party too. I was also very much friends with certain people and saw it later on for the first time in full length anyway. So yeah, Brandon, thoughts on The Big Lebowski?
Yeah, I'm at 4 stars as well. I'm actually remember being a little underwhelmed when I saw this. I think I saw it probably over 10 years ago, something like that. And I remember being underwhelmed a bit just because, like, again, if you look at your letterbox, it's like 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. So it's like I'm not at that 5 like everyone is. People love this movie. I love the Coen brothers. Obviously, I'm kind of have to. But yeah, like, I really like this movie. I just remember being a little underwhelmed of it. I think this would be the perfect kind of long time for me. So I re-added this to my watch list. So, you know what? I think it's time to revisit this. I think I might like it a little bit more than the first time I watched this movie. But 4 stars, still a great movie, great performances all around. All the people that Tato, can you list all the people again who are in this movie that are great?
Julian Moore, Flea. Brian, get in this. Click the link, you bitch. Brian, the other Brian. Now you're not the bitch, Brian.
Okay.
The non-bitch Brian. Thoughts on Lebowski?
Yeah, I do enjoy the Big Lebowski. I agree. I'll agree with Henry saying it's his best movie of all time, but I do like a lot of support characters like John Goodman, Phil Seymour Hoffman, and Steve Buscemi. I also love the dream sequence with the just dropped in song.
What'd you see this week, Brian?
Yeah, but next one is a big one. The Godfather for the first time.
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Yes, I know. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I know it's moved a lot, so I know the Make Offer Cows View, the horse and stuff. But for me, it's not my favorite. Not one of the best movies of all time. I prefer Goodfellas over The Godfather for mob movies.
Boo.
But I do like the first half and the last act of the movie. The two best performances are Marlon Brando and Al Pacino. Overall, I did give it 4 stars because even though the middle act suffers for me.
Boo. Fucking
James
account.
Caan is better.
This movie's an all-timer, man. I'm a shill. I will definitely suck this movie off till I die. This is a 5-star classic. Brandon?
I mean, it's the fucking Godfather, man. It's a 5-star.
I guess Brian's he's drowning and he just says it insists upon itself. I don't know.
Tune in. Jordan and I have been talking about this for a while. I believe we both have not seen 3. So maybe we'll do. So I think eventually, at some point, we should probably do it. Maybe this summer, we'll do a week where we do 1 rewatch, 2 rewatch, and then watch 3 for the first time. So maybe we'll do that.
I can do that
Because it's been a while.
Watch me give it 4 stars and go, you know what, my bad.
There's no way. I mean, I love Goodfellas too.
Oh,
it's a different movie.
For once too, I can actually also say I read the book.
And you watched the show about the book.
Yeah, what more do you want? Tato, thoughts on The Godfather?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking perfect. I was gonna go for it, insist upon itself, but yeah, it's The Godfather. I watched the trilogy relatively recently as well. It was probably close to the end of 2023, mid 2023, somewhere in there. But yeah, it's excellent.
Right on. Brandon, you said you're out for the week now?
Well, I want to shout out one thing. I was going to watch a movie last week on Thursday. Instead, I stayed up and watched a bunch of wrestling with Jordan and company and watched a bunch of stuff. It was too late. And then I went to bed and I went on YouTube and I watched a shit ton of August Artois matches for the first time. So shout out to that guy. That guy kicks ass. I fucking love that guy. Watched a bunch of wrestling with him for the first time. So that was cool. So and then I watched a bunch of his matches and he's a fucking kick-ass heel. So shout out that guy.
Yes. August Artois, one of the best, the current #1 ranked wrestler in Florida, according to the Florida 100, which no one can argue with.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue.
I vote for him now. The only one I've watched, but I vote for him now.
No, yeah. The 3 years has always been I believe in the top 10 every year too. Of the previous.
And a good dude.
Well.
I liked him. I only talked to him once, but he was good.
No, he's he actually lives not that far from me. If you want to see him live, Friday, June 13th in Fort Myers, he will be there taking on TNA. Wait, who's he wrestling? Oh, former AEW star Ryzen. Yeah, there we go. That's who's wrestling. I made the match and I had to think about it. See, I do have bad memory. My next and last film of the week here is a good old directed DVD Nicolas Cage, Frozen Ground. The Frozen Ground here, featuring also good old directed DVD John Cusack. So it's a twofer of 2 actors that have seen better days. Although Nicolas Cage is one of those weird ones where he'll do Pig or Unbearable Weight and he'll be like, he's back, and then all of a sudden you'll see him do 3 more DVD ones. You're like, never mind, he needs money. No, he's back. No, he needs money. I don't know. So can't quite go by that. No. Oh my god. I wish he was looking for the national treasure. So he's a detective here. He hooks up with not hooks up, but Vanessa Hudgens actually escapes the clutches of John Cusack, who's a really shitty serial killer. Interesting to see Cusack too play that up, and I actually think he gave a little bit of a performance here. I think he's been guilty of phoning it in some of these more recent streaming, DVD films. I actually think he kind of tries a little bit here. He definitely is creepy in the times you see him with his abductees. So you know the entire time, obviously, who the bad guy is. It's a matter of will Nicolas Cage catch him. At one point, too, he goes after Hudgens again because she's the one that got away. So there's enough intrigue, and everyone actually is, I think, kind of trying here. Hudgens, who, you may know from others, lighter fare, is trying as, a stripper who, doesn't want to go back to her own family because, she's kind of sad about the things she's done in her life. And there's enough good moments here. It's one of those smack dab in the middle movies for me. If we're Ebert and Ropering it, I might say thumbs up, but just barely at 2.5 stars. Brian, wake up. Brandon, have you seen Frozen Ground?
I love Frozen Ground.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. You're right.
Okay.
I don't. Frozen's fine too. Ground is cool, but Frozen. Sorry.
Brian?
Nope.
Tato, you see anything else this week?
Nope.
Brian, what'd you see this week?
Yeah, my last one is Monster House from 2006 for first time. Good anime film. Yeah, the movie has a great voice cast. Very largely, you got Catherine O'Hara, Jason Lee, and Kevin James showing up there. It's a good little monster movie about them investigating this house that's actually alive. And yeah, it's one of the a good underrated 2006 movie. I gave it 4
what do
stars.
you rate it?
4 stars.
Okay. Yeah, I always was interested just because I'm a Kevin James guy, funny enough. But I still have yet to ever really sat down and watch it. I think partially just because I do think this animation is butt ass ugly. I think these kids are ugly as heck. Brandon?
I have this marked as watched. I have 0. I know the movie, but I have no memory of it at all. I definitely probably watched it. But I do think it's absolutely hilarious that Brian said, I'm going to save the best for last. He talks about The Godfather, and we think that's it, and then he follows it up with Monster House.
Yeah, did you say that, Brian? I thought you did say, I got the first one, the big one starting off first.
No, I said
I'll
do the next one afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just funny. It tickles me.
Nah, it scares me. Tato, thoughts on Monster House?
Horrible animation.
Yeah, looking at the animation now, it's a little creepier than I remember it. But the girl character is really fucking quite fun leader type. I recall liking her the most of the 3. But yeah, the movie is pretty fun here. I think I liked it more than I expected. Haven't seen it in probably a decade and a half at this point. But yeah, good, solid animated flick. Nothing super crazy special, but better than just a garden variety flick of this time period of this nature.
Right on. We'll do 2 solid, decent reviews there, and 1 don't remember from Brandon. So yeah, guys, this is we are at last call. If you want to come join us real quick, talk about a movie you've seen recently, whether it's a long time, first time, click that link you see at the bottom. It's also in the comment section right above dick sucking and hello is the link to tonight's show. Until then, we'll start off with some plugs and parting word. Brandon?
Yeah, find me places. I'm here, there, I'm fucking everywhere. Roy Kent. Follow me here. It can be a great summer coming up, watching a bunch of shit. The Godfather marathon's coming up soon when Jordan and I want to pick 3 weeks where we watch 3-hour movies. I watched 2 90-minute movies this week, and it was
I'm weird. I would rather maybe each summer month, let's do 1.
I'm fine with that.
June, July, August. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Works for me. So yeah, tune into
I'm
that.
I'm not a big marathon. Although Godfather, I probably could marathon those.
This week I watched. If we're gonna recap, I'm gonna do some recap-ronis. Watched.
Sure.
What did I watch? I fucking forgot already. I watched The Money Pit. Great first half. That bitch sucks at the end, so it ruined the movie for me. And then 3 stars. And then Misery, 4 stars. And then the Misery book, 5 stars. And August Artois matches, 5 Dave Meltzer stars.
Not 7. Yeah, it's actually kind of low these days for
I
his
know,
weird
right?
ranking. You shave, you're high. You're not watching this, but you're weird. Yeah, guys, listen. This is the channel to be if you want to see more of my content here, including the yearly tournament. We're still, going plowing through that. Like I said, I took about a week off. In fact, the last video on this channel was last week's long time first time. It shows you that I actually did take some time off for once. But
Had a
time
pretty
is back on. Oh, I hadn't watched wrestling. But wrestling week's over with. I'm still gonna watch wrestling several hours of the week, but not as much as last week. So we're back to normal schedule here, as well as, of course, Lonely Marks. That's usually tonight, but that'll be next week because we filmed on Tuesday this week. That episode's already out. If you want to hear our thoughts on WrestleMania, go check out the Lonely Marks channel over on Lonely Marks. And plenty of other places as well, but most importantly, places like Lights Out. Tato, take it away.
Hey, Lights Out Trivia. It's the place to be to have some fun answering all types of sports and entertainment questions. I think we've got some exhibitions on the stack, nothing scheduled right now. And we've got some champions that have to defend some things, and I've got to figure out how to get that going. We also have Movie Battleground coming shortly. We've got matches filming. We've got matches in the works, all sorts of stages going on there, so look forward to that. Thank you very much.
Heck yeah, also I forgot the other part of our things. 4 stars as a rewatch for the account. Happy to watch the sequel soon. 3 stars to Royal Hotel. Connections and performances were better than some of the parts of the script. And Frozen Ground, a good, doable enough, but it felt very direct-to-DVD-ish with Nicolas Cage and John Cusack. And Tato, you want to quickly go over?
Yeah, I will say, when you get to Godfather 3, keep an eye out for Chris Cassier.
Oh, Chris, why don't you tell me you run that?
Exactly. That's what I asked him.
Yeah.
Any which way. That said, 51st Dates, fantastic. Big Lebowski, also fantastic. 4 numbers.
Someone sent this to Henry. He liked 51st Dates better. Suck it. Brian, plugs, parting words.
Yeah, first off, we want to speak with leaving Las Vegas, Godfather, and Munch House, 4 stars for me. First off, happy birthday, Tato, by the way. Hope you enjoy your day there.
I didn't know it was real, so I didn't say anything, but happy birthday.
Yeah, plugs, probably could be here for ASADs or person lists. Tomorrow night, I'll be out with JPO for tournament fights, talking about movies based on books, the championship. We'll see Godfather there. Multiplex, TBNT, and Lights Out Trivia.
Heck yeah. 4-star week for Brian here, but 5-star week for this show. And shout out to everyone that joined us. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Big ol' happy birthday to our boy Tato. Tato, we love you. Always a pleasure to share the screen with you, my boy. So like and subscribe. And hey, we love you more than you'll ever know. Good night, motherfuck.
Motherfuck, fuck, motherfuck, noise, noise, noise. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, noise.